My dear children, very good morning to you all. In our last EVS introductory session, we saw about introduction about living things and non-living things and its characteristics. Is it not, children? Then I taught you about the classification of plants, types of animals depending upon their food habits, then plant products and animal products. Now it's a time for us to learn our EVS first lesson. Before I start that lesson, please carefully watch the slides and then answer me. Observe the slides and understand from this slide. Children, can you guess what this slides tells you? Can you guess anything? Yes, very good, my children. These slides tells about a family. Very good. Now we are going to see introduction about family because our EVS first lesson, that is Annie's Day, is about Annie's family and her family members. Okay, so before that, shall we learn about what is a family tree, types of family. Okay, so this chapter will tell you that we all know that family is a group consisting of two parents and their children living together as a unit. Father, mother and children make a family. Every person in the family is known as a family member. Mother and father are called parents. A family consists of a mother, father and their children. In general, a family consists of grandfather, grandmother, father, mother and children. But in some other families, along with father, mother and children, grandfather and grandmother also lives. Thus, we can say that all families are not the same. See here, see this picture, the members of the family. You can see parents, that is father and mother, then uncle, aunt, siblings, that is parents, son or daughter, then your uncles, children, cousins, then grandparents. Some families consist only of parents and one or two children. Such families are called small families. Some families consist of grandparents, aunts, uncle, brothers, sisters and cousins. Such families are called big families. Then we see about extended family. What is an extended family? When we live along with our parents, grandparents, uncle, aunt and their children, that is with our cousins in our family, then it is called as an extended family. Our family provides us with food, clothing and shelter. Whether our family provides only that? No. We like to be a part of a family because of the love and caring that we get from our family members. Our family is linked with many other relatives. Other members of our family also take care of us. Their affection is among our family members. Is it not, my dear children? Yes. Aunts and uncles from the mother's and father's side and their children are all related to our family. Members of an extended family may not live in one house, but there is a love and affection between them. Is it not, my dear children? We love all our relatives. There are many household chores which must be shared by everyone. If everyone in the family shares the work, then no one can be burdened. We can live happily in the house. See, every person in the family has to work, not only one, like storing water, cooking, and cleaning are chores that need to be done in a family every day. A clean and tidy house is pleasing. If there is a mess everywhere, no one can find their things on time, especially in our busy morning time. Garbage should never be thrown outside the house. We should throw rubbish in the dustbin and not throw in around. This will help to keep the environment clean. Keeping the house clean and tidy is the responsibility of every person in the family. I hope, children, you all are keeping your house neat and clean, is it not? Family members help one another in times of difficulty. They try to see that no one suffers from any illness, but if we fall ill, our parents take care of us. The family system changes as time goes by. When members of a family move away because of their jobs or occupation, they start living separately. Take for an example, if we are living as a nuclear family, we may live along with your father and mother. Then if you are living with your grandparents, then you are living as a joint family. If you are living as a nuclear family, why is it so? Because of your father's job or occupation, you may be living here as a nuclear family. When we meet each other on several occasions, we all feel happy and enjoy the days. Children, still now we have learnt about family and the types of family. Is it not? Now it's a time for us to learn about this family tree. In a family, generations follow one after the other over a period of time. They can be shown on the family tree. See this picture, grandmother and grandfather. For them, they have three children, two sons and one daughter. That is Rehana and Salim's father. His brother, we call it as a uncle, and his sister, we call it as aunt. So Rehana and Salim's mother and father, then Salim's uncle and aunt children, Sahil and Sania. Note, my dear children, the details of the family members and ancestors written in a tabular form is called a family tree. See this picture now. What this picture shows you? It is a nuclear family because there is two children with their parents. If your family is like this, then your family is a nuclear family. Children, if you are living with your parents and your mother's father and mother or your father's parents, then you are living as a joint family. Can you see this picture? Yes, we see both mother and father's parents as a grandparents. Children, now I hope you all have learnt how to draw a family tree for nuclear family and a joint family. Children, let us see the similarities. Sometimes you might have heard you resemble your aunt. The answer to the question is scientifically, it has been proved that in general, children resemble their parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts in some features. But it doesn't mean that we should look alike. See this picture? Do they look alike? No. Ramesh has a triangular face. Rohit has a oval face. Ravi has a round face. Raju has a square face. Okay, children. Now, let me say you something. That is, we all like to play hide and seek. Is it not? What we will do in that playing? We will tie our eyes with a handkerchief so the child who is blindfolded should try to touch everyone and identify them all. Have you ever thought how difficult it is for the blind people to perform their daily activities? Can you imagine? Generally, the blind people use stick and touch to identify the things. My dear children, note that the blind people use Braille script invented by Louis Braille to read. The people who are dumb converse with others using signs and symbols. The people who are deaf use hearing aid, a small amplifying device which fit on their ear. Similarly, aged people do not have stamina to do their activities by themselves. So, we must always be with them and help them out. Thus, it is our basic duty to care for old people and some children who cannot do their work and the physically handicapped, blind, deaf and dumb people. All around the world, October 1st is celebrated as the Senior Citizen Day every year. Children, so for this family introduction, in this we have seen about the family, types of family and the relationship. Now it's a time for us to learn the first lesson, Annie's Day. Let us see. Yes. See here, who are they? Annie and her brother Bijoy. Annie's father works abroad, that is in some country. Her mother is a teacher. She works in a school. As Annie's father is in abroad and her mother is a working woman, they are living with their mother's parents, that is with their grandparents. They are living because as her mother is a working woman, after they come from the school and to enjoy them, they are living along with their grandparents. Yes, children, we all love to live along with your grandparents, is it not? Yes. Then her mother's younger sister, that is her aunt, also lives along with in their family. As in one morning, usually it will be a very busy morning, is it not? Yes. So her mother wakes up early in the morning all the day and she has to do all the work for that day. So she prepares a breakfast and a lunch for her children and for her parents. See the house, how it is very busy that morning. They all are working very busily. Grandparents, as they were old, they cannot eat hard food. So Annie's mother has to prepare a dal and rice for her parent. Children, you all know very well that rice is rich in carbohydrate and dal is rich in protein. Hence, they are eating the nutritious food. As it is a very busy morning, her mother has to cook a breakfast, lunch and a separate food for her parents. her grandmother. Annie's grandmother helps her mother in chopping the vegetables. Then Annie's aunt, that is her mother's sister, she helps her mother in cooking, then washing the vessels, and in some other activities also she helps her mother. Other than chopping the vegetables, Annie's grandma helps her mother in folding all clothes. As it is a very busy morning, I said, is it not? So, Annie and her brother Bijoy, they make themselves getting ready for the school by packing their lunch box, packing their school bag. Okay, children. Now it's a summary our Annie's day. The lesson is about Annie and her family. Bijoy is Annie's brother. Her father works in some other country, that is abroad. Her mother is a teacher. They live along with their grandparents. Her mother's younger sister also live with them. Hence, they live as a joint family. In the busy morning, her mother prepares breakfast and lunch. Her aunt helps her mother in cooking and other household works. Grandma helps by chopping vegetables and folding clothes. As grandparents were very old, they cannot eat hard food. Mom prepares dal and rice. Hence, they all were eating the nutritious food. Annie and brother gets ready by packing their lunch bags and school bags. Thus, all members in the family work together and share their work, and their family is a happy family. Now it's a time for us to do our worksheet. See children, here I have given you the family tree. Please can you fill that your father's and grandparents' name? It's enough. Then I have given you to write about your family. That is, you have to write your name, how old are you, your name, your father's name, mother's name, sister name. Okay, this you all can write in your rough note. Then the next worksheet, I have asked you whether you have brother or sister. If you have a brother or sister, if you have both, then you write S and write their name. S. Thank you my dear children for your patient listening once again. The remaining portion of the Annie's lesson we will watch in the next session.